guys, I just wanted to show you very quickly how easy it is to perk up the curl in your Tibetan lamb hair for your doll. So you can see this hair it's kind of frizzy, kind of has straightish parts in it. So what I do is just take my fingertips and just have a small amount of water. I find it works better to just add a little bit of water at a time rather than dip the whole thing in. Also, a lot of times these have the hide on the back of them and it can harden up when you put it in water, so you usually want to avoid that. But you see, if I keep doing it in all different directions because some of the hair shields the rest of the hair. And so I try to get in there and get it all just slightly dampened. So mostly I'm just taking these little drops of water and just kind of pressing them into the hair. And then once it gets to be about this level of dampness, you can kind of start scrunching it just a little bit. Now, if you want the curls to be a little bit harder or anything, you can use a little bit of hairspray or mousse. But if I ever do that, I usually just put a tiny bit of the mousse or hairspray and I spray it on my countertop. And then I take my wet fingers and then just kind of dip my hands in it and then do the same thing with it. So I never like spray it onto the hair or anything like that. But that way you can add just a little bit and sometimes it will hold that curl just a little bit better for you. And if you want a wet look, you can actually add something like triple thick to the hair itself. Now, of course, that's going to make it so the hair isn't soft anymore, but sometimes like if you're making a mermaid or a selkie or something that you want to have wet hair that's kind of stuck to it, that's a great way to do that. All right, so look how pretty that is. We'll repeat the process with the white, just so you can see even these pieces that look like they aren't as curly and nice as maybe some of the others, they just need a little bit of TLC as well. So again, I'm going to go all the way to the other side. You'll notice some of the hair is starting to pull off onto my hand just a little bit. It's because when the stuff is cut, some of the hairs are just, you know, sliced off. And they're just kind of hanging there until you start messing around with it. Then they're ready to come right out. All right, this one's a little bit more on the wet side. That's fine too. I try to not get it too wet, usually not any more wet than this, just because the heaviness of the water makes the curls stretch out more. And I usually like to have it just lightly damp, so they turn out extra curly, because these dolls are so tiny anyway. So your scale, these are going to be large curls on a little doll too, depending what size you do. These would be tiny curls on, say, an 18 or 14-inch large art doll. All right, there we go. You see those nice sweet curls coming out. Now all I do is just let this air dry and it will be ready to add to your doll. Alrighty, so here you can see how the hair looks like when it's dry. That's gonna be so cute on a doll. Putting it together in one of these tiny BJD sculpt box kits. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that and happy sculpting. If you like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button so we can keep sending more your way. Take care.